I'm Anil Kumar. Let me thank all the members, especially the grade 7 and grade 8 students who have been regularly watching my videos. Here is an extension to finding factors and analyzing what else you can find from just the number of factors of whole numbers. So what we are going to do in this particular video is that we'll make a chart with numbers of factor of whole numbers, and then we'll answer this question: how many factors do you notice for prime numbers, composite numbers, and square numbers? You may have to provide an explanation for that also once you analyze the number of factors, correct? So in the chart below, we are going to write the number of factors. We'll take a few numbers. Let's say the numbers which we are going to take will be from, let's write down how many come here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. So we'll find the number of factors for 26 numbers, right? I may take help of another sheet to work out the factors of each number, and then we'll write down in this sheet how many do they have, right? Okay. As far as 1 is concerned, we know that 1 has only one factor, right? So the factor of 1 is 1, so we'll cross this out. As far as 2 is concerned, 1 and 2, it has two factors, right? So 1 times 2 is 2, so it has two factors. As far as 3 is concerned, it also has two factors, 1 and 3. 4, always the number will have 1 as a factor and the number itself, which is 4, right? In addition, it also has 2 as a factor. So 4 has 3 factors. Perfect. Okay. 5. 5 has a factor which is 1. 1 times 5 is 5, and that's it. 6. 1 times 6 is 6, and then we have 2 times 3 also is 6, right? So that gives you 4 factors for 6. As far as 7 is concerned, it is a prime number. Only 1 times 7 is 7. So it has only 2 factors. 8. 1 times 8 is 8. Then we have 2 times 4 is also 8. So it has 4 factors. As far as 9 is concerned, 1 times 9 is 9, and then 3 times 3 is 9. Talk about 10. 1 times 10 is 10. 2 times 5 is also 10. So it has 4 factors. 11 is a prime number. It has only 2 factors, 1 and the number itself, 11. Now 12. 12 has many factors. 1 times 12 is 12. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 4 is also 12. So it has 6 factors. 13 is a prime number, and it will have only 2 factors, 1 and 13. 14. The number 14 now. 1 times 14 is 14, and 2 times 7 is also 14. So it has 4 factors. 15. 1 times 15, and then 3 times 5, right? 16. 1 times 16, 2 times 8, it doesn't go by 3, but 4 times 4 is also 16. 17 is a prime number. It has only 2 factors, 1 and 17. 18. 1 times 18 is 18. 2 times 9 is 18. 3 times 6 is also 18. So 18 has 6 factors. As far as 19 is concerned, it is again a prime number, and you have noticed that prime numbers have only 2 factors, 1 and the number itself, 20. 1 times 20 is a factor of 20, then 2 times 10, okay, 2 times 10, it doesn't go by 3, but 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 5 is 20, right? So we have 6 factors for 20 also. 21, 1 times 21, and 3 times 7. It has 4 factors. 22, 1 times 22, and 2 times 11, right? Okay. 23 is a prime number, so only 1 and 23 are the factors for 23. Now, as far as 24 is concerned, we know 1 times 24, right? So we have 1 times 24, then 2 times 12, okay, 3 times 8, and 4 times 6. Well, it has a lot of factors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 factors for 24. 25. 1 times 25 and 5 times 5, the number itself. 5 times 5. Okay, 26. 1 times 26 and 2 times 13. Correct? That gives you factors of 26. Well, this way, we have completed our chart from 1 to 26. So you can actually see that some of them will have large number of factors as 24, right? Many of them have factors which are just 4, right? Some have 6, some have 2 factors, some have just 1. One has only 1, correct? So let me write down here number of factors. So what you notice here is that the number 1 has only 1 factor, correct? So number 1 is unique that it has only 1 factor. However, let us find the numbers which has 2 factors. So this row. So if you see the numbers which have only 2 factors are, let me write this, make a bar here. So that is 2, 5, 7, 11, 13, then we have 19, and from our list 23. So these numbers which have only 2 factors are the prime numbers. Do you see that? So they are all prime numbers. So prime numbers always have 2 factors, number itself and 1. Perfect. 1 is the only number which has only 1 factor. Correct? Now, what do you notice about the numbers which have 3 factors? Well, let's put a bar here for the numbers having 3 factors, which has 3 factors, right? And then we have 16, which is having 5 factors, although, right, not 3 factors, but 5 factors. And then we have 25, which has 3 factors. Well, what we figured out is that these are odd number of factors. This is 3 factors, correct? And that one is 5 factors. So if you notice, there are some numbers which have either 5 factor or have 3 factors. Now what do you notice about these numbers? So the numbers which fall in this category, which have 3 and 5 factors, are 4, 9, 16 and 25. Do you see that? So what we notice here is that the numbers 4, right, 9, 16 and 25 have odd number of factors. Even 1 is also an odd number, right? So this is 1 factor. So we'll qualify 1 also. So these numbers which we notice here is that they have odd number of factors. And since they have odd number of factors, we also see one more property here, that these are perfect squares. Can you tell me why? Why are they perfect squares? So we'll leave it for now. So you think about it, right? What we notice here is that there are other numbers which are having even number of factors. Even number of factors more than or equal to 4. What are those numbers? Well, the numbers which have even number of factors and their factors are more than 4 are composite numbers. Correct? Can you tell me why it is so? Well, if I see any composite number like 6, 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. So we have a combination which gives a multiple of 6. Right? So the factors are in combination. However, if you look into the perfect squares, for example 25, there is one number which is being multiplied by itself. 5 times 5, so that leads to only one factor, right? So one additional factor, one more than 1 times 25 in this case, right? So in case of 9, we have 3 times 3 which gives you 9. Since we do have a number which being multiplied by itself gives us the whole number, that whole number becomes a perfect square. Do you notice this? So from the number of factors we can conclude that 1 is the only number which has only one factor. If the number of factors are odd, in that case those numbers are perfect squares. Correct? And if the factors are only 2, then they are prime numbers. And if the factors are 4 or more even, then it is composite numbers. Right? So I hope this exercise helps you to have a visual look on the type of numbers from the number of factors. Perfect. So let's summarize once again. Prime numbers have only 2 factors. Composite numbers have 4 or more even factors. And square numbers have odd number of factors. Correct? So that is the conclusion from what we have just shown in our chart, right? So I hope you find it interesting and useful. You can always like and subscribe to my videos, share them with your friends, and keep posting your suggestions. Thank you and all the best.